welcome to DUNN News. Our guests today are Jesse Kramer, Kenneth Booker, Zoe Conger, and Andreas Matarangas. Let's get the ball rolling and hearing from Mr. Kramer and Mrs. Conger, who believe that the American Civil Rights Movement was ultimately successful, correct?
Correct.
Alright, let's hear a little bit about that.
Sure. Though there was violence overall, this movement was clearly successful. I mean, just look at Rosa Parks and the Montgomery bus boycotts. After Parks sat in a white designated part of a bus in 1955, she and the SNCC sparked an entire boycott of Montgomery buses that even MLK was involved in. Then not a year later, in 1956, Montgomery buses were desegregated. 1 year. 1 year, Mr. Booker. That's an effective movement.
Well, let's talk about the segregation of schools. Even 10 years. 10 years!
Where did you get those numbers?
10 years!
Where did you get those statistics?
After the legal desegregation of schools, black kids were still not allowed in white schools. They get bullied out. It was so bad when they tried to integrate the Little Rock Nine into white schools. They needed the National Guard to protect them. Even though it was illegal, nothing changed socially.
Okay, well obviously March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom created momentum for the Civil Rights Act.
Yes.
This march is remembered by Martin Luther King's speech, I Have a Dream, that influenced many key organizers. This speech was powerful, influencing the nation and the world. His speech preached hope and determination to end racism in the United States. The gathering of both whites and blacks proved
Whites
the goal
and blacks.
of the demonstration to peaceful protesting.
Uau! Agora, se você quer exemplo de encontros pretos e brancos, podemos falar sobre o Watts Riot. Para começar, o Watts Riot teve uma série de danos violentos, porque causou uma série de danos violentos, basicamente o oposto que o movimento de direitos civis era exposto para ser. O tumulto causou a morte de 44 pessoas.
44.
E muitas milhares de pessoas ficaram feridas por causa da violência do Watts Riot. Este motim foi causado por extrema tensão entre cidadãos brancos e negros, e mesmo que eles poderiam ter sido pacificamente durante a marcha. Este motim mostra o quanto pobre a relação entre as raças.
Well, if the Civil Rights Movement was so unsuccessful, then explain the Civil Rights Act. This is a piece of legislature that officially outlawed the discrimination of a person's race, color, religion, sex, or ethnic descent. To me, it sounds like this is not only a successful movement, but exceeded its goals and even made things better for not only blacks, but all minorities. And it was all done non-violently.
Non-violently? Mr. Kramer, have you ever heard of the Black Panther movement?
Of course I've heard of the Black Panther.
Then you should know that there were activists for civil rights as well as the other groups, but instead of protesting peacefully, they took up arms and fought white people.
I mean, yeah,
They started countless rights, and then
I don't know what to
black
say.
power, black supremacy. Remember the relationship between blacks and whites? The other groups worked back so hard to build.
Thank you. That was our show. Stay tuned to DUNN News.
Okay, we gotta hammer it.
Let's talk about the segregation of schools. Even 10 years.
Well, obviously, sorry.
From the fiendish, I was gonna say something kind of racist.
Parks and the Montgomery bus boycotts.
Are you serious?
It's too late now!
Se você quer exemplo de encontros pretos e brancos,
To me, it sounds like this movement was not only successful, but exceeded its goals and even made things better for not only the blacks, but all minorities. And it was all